Ladies and gentlemen, we have a treat for you today. I am sitting here with my good friend, Clyde Hood. He is the owner, manager, guide? I don't know what you would call him over there, but he is the guy with the Southeastern Arkansas Catfishing Trail. And they're about to start their fourth season. Jesus Christ. But now we're going to start out, though. You got some very important people you need to start out with. Before we tell you about how the fishing trail and his upcoming things, what you got for us, Randy?
Yeah, first off, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. I mean, we got Meat Hunter Rods is a big sponsor, B&M Poles, Parks Planer Boards, Murph's West Side, Nocturnal Nation Catfishing Hooks, and Hookers Terminal Tackle. I'd like to give a big shout out to them and encourage anybody that needs any catfishing stuff to look them up. We've got a code for 15% off on the Piscifun reels and also on Meat Hunter Rods.
Now you were a little bit ago talking about a Boss Hog. Where's that at?
That is the Meat Hunter rod. That's their top of the line rod.
There's their big baby right there.
They're $239 a piece, and I don't think you'll find a more sensitive rod anywhere.
Now, you had a little bit of your light line on there, didn't you? What, about 10-pound line you said you had on there?
No, I got a 100-pound test on it.
That's what I thought you said.
I got that 100-pound braid on all my catfish poles.
Now, you're not fishing for no little brim with that thing, are you?
Well, I can because it's small enough. It's not no bigger than 20-pound test line.
Really?
It's small. That braid is small. It's 4-strand braid and it's strong.
So now you got the Boss Hog. Now B&M Poles. What is their major thing?
Silver Cat Elites.
Silver Cat Elites. And
we will be giving some Meat Hunter rods, a Meat Hunter rod away at every tournament, and a B&M rod away at every tournament.
And it's hard to go fishing to Ouachita anyway. Now, maybe some other places, but it's hard to go to Ouachita without stopping by Westside Murph's out here, isn't it?
Yep. They got the bait. They got hooks, sinkers. They got about anything you'll need. They don't have many big rod and reels, but they've got all the terminal tackle.
And breakfast.
Oh, yeah. You can get the breakfast, lunch, and I think they open till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Come back when you get through, come back through.
That's it.
Well, all right. Well, so now you get this. This is a fourth year. So you just finished up the third year, so this is your open, and I think your close is back in Crossett, but you're opening. Where are you opening at this year?
We're going to start our first tournament off for this season out of Lake Ferguson in Greenville, Mississippi, and we're going to be on the Mississippi River. And yeah, we're going to have 8 tournaments this year. Well, 9 because I was asked to do another tournament, but it's up around Little Rock. But yeah, we're going to have 8 sponsored tournaments this year. We're going to start out at, like I say, Greenville, Mississippi, out of Lake Ferguson. And then that'll be the 9th of this month. And then we're going to be at Pendleton Dam, April the 20th.
That's on Arkansas.
On the Arkansas River, other side of Dumas up there.
Now, Ferguson, is that... I'm trying to think of where Ferguson's at on the Mississippi.
You know where the casino boats used to be in Greenville?
Yeah, it's on the other side.
That's Lake Ferguson.
Okay, I got you.
They used to sit at Lake Ferguson there.
Okay.
And that's where we're going to be launching, right between where the casino boats used to be.
What time are you launching out of there?
We're going to show up that morning between 6 and 7. Registration will be between 6:30 and 7, and then leave the waterway at 7. Fish till 3 o'clock. Be back at the boat ramp by 3:30.
On March the 8th?
It'll be March the 9th.
March the 9th, Saturday.
It'll be next Saturday.
Now, can they pre-register before to get all that paid?
We hadn't been doing any of the pre-registering yet, but if anybody wants to pre-register, they can get a hold of me. I have got a cash out. Well, my wife does.
Yeah.
I don't use it.
Yeah. Now, what does it cost to participate?
It's $50 per team, and you can have up to 4 licensed fishermen. And if you've got kids under 16 that wants to fish, they don't count against your team. They can fish all they want, and we try to have something for plenty of stuff to give away to all the kids that show up to fish.
That's what you have. You usually have some kind of prizes.
Some sort of prize for the kids. But yeah, they're not in our drawings and stuff. The only ones that get in the drawings for what we're giving away will be the ones that's paid for the tournament or paid for big fish. Like I said, it's $50 a boat to get in, but up to 4 licensed fishermen, and We got an optional pot for big fish, which is $10 per person.
Mm-hmm.
And we've also got an optional trash fish pot, which is $5 per person and that's anything that's not a catfish.
Is that by pound as you look at?
Yeah, we're weighing them out. The catfish have all got to be alive. If they're brought in dead, they won't be weighed. And if there's somebody fishing on the bank, they get a free fish because we cannot keep none of them with our sponsors.
Let me ask you a question now. So you're going by the pound?
It's by the pound.
And okay, I get that. Okay, now the trash fish, is that by the pound as well?
Yeah, trash fish will be weighed by the pound.
In just anything, an eel,
anything that's not a catfish. If it's a fish, it'll count. We've had it won with crappie, brim, drum, gar.
And when you say catfish in that other pot, you mean any kind of catfish?
Yeah.
But typically, what you gonna catch over there in Mississippi?
Mainly, it'll be blues and flatheads and channels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this will be up there, so you're gonna bound 7 o'clock. You probably mean to get there 6:30 or so. You know,
we're gonna start registration at 6:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. And get everybody lined up, and then and weigh in everybody in the afternoon there, and that's now. Just from your feelers so far, how many do you think is going to be up there?
Well, what it's looking like we're going to have about 15 or 16 boats.
Oh, wow.
I'm not positive, but just from feedback I've been getting, people saying if nothing happens or something like that, it's looking like about 15 boats, maybe 16.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be glad when we can grow it up to be like 25 and 30 boats to a tournament. That'll make our payouts bigger because the way we pay out, if 10 boats or less, we pay one place.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a winner take all on it. And we got 10 to 15, we pay, it's a 60-40 split. And if we go above 15, it's a 50-30-20 split.
Mm.
We try to make it where it's worth something to get a...
Yeah, pay for you.
And the trash fish and the big fish is all winner take all.
Mm.
And if we got a tie on it, we flip a coin. That's how, if any of it we do, if we get a tie on any of it, even total weight for the 3 fish, the winner will be decided by the flip of a coin, or they can decide to just split it.
I was kind of joking around the other day about it, but I mean, going off into the Mississippi, it may not be as big of a deal right now with the water, but I mean, you know, you got to be careful which boat you carry out there, huh? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, knowing your boat, that's the main thing, because, I mean, I've been on the Mississippi in a 16-foot boat.
Mm.
And as long as you watch what you're doing and pay attention, it's not too bad.
Mm.
But it can get rough, and if you're not prepared for it, you can be in trouble.
Yeah.
But I always give everybody at the start of the tournament, I give them all my phone number and make sure they've got it. So if they get over there in boat trouble or something or other, all they got to do is give me a call, and I'll pull them back to the boat ramp.
Yeah. Yeah, and you guys take care of your people that are involved. I heard everybody talk about you. You know, but let me tell you this though. Now, when you're out there, that's a lot of hours out there in that water.
That's an 8-hour tournament.
Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking about that. That's 8 hours out there. So, but no, if you catch what you think you can win, you can walk right out there, huh? If you think
if you catch what you want to catch, because we don't have no overs and unders. It's just whatever the biggest fish you want to weigh. We weigh 3 fish.
Oh,
They've
so
got
it's 3
to be
fish.
alive. Yeah, it's
Okay.
3 fish limit. They've got to be alive. When you catch your 4th fish, you got to cull one.
Mm.
And the trash fish, it ain't mandatory for it to be alive, but the catfish have got to be alive. If they're brought in dead, they're not weighed, and somebody on the bank gets a free fish, and they're usually happy with it.
I bet so. Well, now let's jump over to Pendleton for a little bit. Now this one here is the 9th on a Saturday. Be there at 6:30 or before at Lake Ferguson, which is where the casinos was at. We could just kind of back review, and then Pendleton will be what's the date on it? Is that
It's going to be April the 20th.
April the 20th? And you're going to take off from Pendleton. There's a
boat ramp down below the dam. That's the one we're going to use.
Okay.
And it's going to be the same regulations on it as all the rest of them.
This just gives. If you can't make the first one, make sure you make Pendleton. If you can, you give you an option.
We've got 8 of them to fish this year.
Yeah. But just real quick, just kind of the locations of the rest of them, and then we'll get everybody to get on with their business. I want to make sure they know where they're at. So we got We start out with Ferguson, which is Mississippi. We go over to Arkansas River.
At Pendleton Dam.
Pendleton Dam.
And then May the 18th, we go to Tar Camp at Redfield. It's on the Arkansas River.
Yep.
And then June the 15th, we're going to be at Lake Maumelle in Little Rock.
This is your outs. Is this is part of the regular part of the tour?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then.
And then July the 20th, we're going to be below the dam at the town of Felsenthal, below Felsenthal Dam. And August the 17th, we're going to be at Morro Bay. And September the 21st, we're going to be at Murray Park in Little Rock.
Okay.
It's on the Arkansas River. The Felsenthal Dam and Morro Bay is going to be on the Washita.
Yep.
And then October the 5th, which will be our last tournament, our last regular tournament, it's going to be October the 5th at Crosset Port. And it's where they've all got the same start time and everything, same rules. We don't have no rod limit. You can have 40 rods out if you want them.
And the one in Crosset last year was your big boy, I guess.
Yeah, that was our classic last year, but we had some folks was kind of irritated about it, the way we done it. So we decided this year we're not going to have a classic. It's just going to be the last tournament.
I got you. And now, will it be? It won't be where you have to have any special points to get into it, or
no?
Okay, so it's just going to be a regular.
It's just going to be a regular. So we just have 8 regular season tournaments.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, it's like old Clint Black said in that song: "You live and learn."
That's it.
That's it. So, well, I'm excited about it. I know that you have a lot of people that are, and we want to wish everybody good luck with it with Ashley County now, and I'm excited to see you excited about it. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Go over tomorrow and do a little pre-fishing.
That's good, kind of spotted her out. One last thing, they talk about the river, and you said it's going to be a slow rise about that time. What's what it's looking like anyway.
Yeah, the river should be on a slow rise by the 9th. I'll keep a gauge on my phone where I can find it quick. It should be about, by the 9th, it should be about, looks like about 26 foot on the Greenville gauge. And it's still, like I say, it's got a slow rise going up to 27 foot, but that's going to be 3 days from the tournament. So usually with the river rising, it's going to be pretty decent fishing. And we got, I'll try to keep a check on the weather. I'll be posting something on there between now and then on the page later next week.
Yeah. And we'll have you linked from this too.
On the 9th, it's looking like it's going to be mostly cloudy and get up to about, looks like by the end of the day, about 62 degrees.
Little wind. Oh, that's nice. Little wind out there. What's the wind look like? Does it say? You can't. Yeah, it's hard to tell that far out. But
well, I mean, it gives a roundabout thing, but it don't show on this forecast here. When I seen it before, let me click on that.
That's okay. Sometimes that thing.
One of them told me it's supposed to be like a 5 to 10 mile an hour southeast wind.
62
degrees. A little heat. It'll sure beat the last tournament I fished. It was cold and wet.
Where was that at now?
It was at Grand Lake of the Cherokees in Oklahoma. And it was a cold, wet tournament.
that was catfish, or what was that up there?
Catfish.
Okay. Well, you'll make sure you check this guy out. I think I've been watching their Facebook page. They went from 200 to 900 to 1100 something now. They're growing. We're
almost to 2,000 now, I think, on the page. It's been 3 years. This will be our 4th season, but it's actually 3 years.
That's awesome right there.
And we're ready to get it rolling.
Y'all check them out. Be careful out there.